childhood dream portraying Snow White on ABC's popular series Once Upon a Time. Please welcome Ginnifer Goodwin.
Backstage wants to
Oh,
say
yeah.
hi.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Awesome.
So a lot has happened since the last time you were here.
I know, I multiplied.
You did, you multiplied. You have a 9-month-old now.
I do, Oliver.
Oh, that's so nice.
He's so yummy.
So you had the baby last time. You got married.
I got married.
Your on and off screen.
Yes.
Prince Charming.
Yes, not to learn any lines or anything, but I totally married Prince Charming and had a kid.
Yeah, that's so great. Isn't that great?
Yes.
Not too much pressure on the baby at all.
No. We already think the baby's going to have some issues growing up, having heard while in utero all kinds of things about dragons and curses.
I can't even imagine.
Right?
But when you both star on a fairy tale, you meet on a fairy tale, is your wedding a fairy tale wedding?
It was pretty perfect. I mean, it was a last minute kind of thing, because we thought of ourselves as exceptionally modern, and we were like, we don't need to get married. We'll get married later. And then I was 9 months pregnant. We were like, we totally need to get married. So at 9 months, we invited like maybe 25 people. And I was so big. My girlfriend, Monique Lillier, designed my dress, and I was in the fitting, and I was like, I clearly couldn't see my feet. And we were discussing shoes. She was like, oh, honey, just go barefoot.
Yeah.
And so I did. I literally just spent my entire wedding barefoot.
Yeah,
I mean, I was afraid I was going to fall over.
Right.
Better safe than sorry.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know about you, but my feet were so swollen. I mean,
I had Shrek feet.
Shrekian, yes. Yes.
We kept thinking I needed to go to the hospital, and they were like, no, that's just being
your
pregnant.
feet.
That's just your feet now.
I'm so glad to hear you say that.
You two are having a party conversation. I have nowhere to go with it.
You have 4 kids, so you remember, like, feet, like, get swollen. Not yours, but you get swollen.
I just have Shrek feet. I'm not even pregnant.
Very Shreky. I'm glad to hear you say that.
Yeah, Prince Charming gave me a foot rub every night.
So Mr. Dallas is all that. He's all that. So, what's your son's name?
Oliver.
Oliver
Finley.
Oh, it's so nice. Boys are so sweet, too.
I think I was born to be a boy, Mama.
Oh, well, just wait till you have the girl, then. You're going to say the same thing about that. Do you have a hard time choosing the name? I love the name Oliver.
Thank you. You know what? We actually had a different name for like 6 months, and both woke up one day and said, we just have a feeling that's not going to be right. And Oliver wasn't based on anything. It was just a name that we adored, and there were no family members, you know, unfortunately, being honored, and it wasn't a literary reference. But we were actually all sitting around with my family one day as everyone flew in to wait for me to go into labor, which has its pros and cons.
I mean, that's a lot of
that's
so much pressure.
And everyone but me was sitting around having a beer, and Mr. Dallas was feeling a little, as he says, a little loose, and he said, $500 to anyone who can guess the baby's name on the first try, but we're not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you today if you guessed it. And my little sister said, Oliver. And we got in the car, and he was going, you told her. I was like, I mean, there were not clues given. She just guessed. She just knows me that well. And he goes, well, I don't have to really give her $500. I was like, you do not bet my sister $500 and not pay up, mister. So
Josh tried to get out of the bet.
He's like, but it's your sister, and we're close, and we love her. No. That means you pay up. I want to see that check now. So that's actually how we revealed the name to the family. I gave birth, the whole family came in, and Josh pulled out a check, handed it to my sister.
Oh my God, that's so great. I love that.
That's awesome. Well, we got to take a quick break. Now, when we come back, we're going to find out if squeaky clean Snow White had a dark past or not. So, more with Ginnifer Goodwin in a minute. We are back with Ginnifer Goodwin, star of Once Upon a Time. time. So you're in your 4th season.
Yes.
And you have a trio of darkness.
The trio of darkness.
Trio of darkness has arrived at Storybrooke. And we're going to find out there's some dark secrets in Snow White's past. So I'm going to give us a little hint.
A little hint.
Well, I will say that the trio of darkness arrived 29 years ago, which is a little clue, in order to strike a deal. And the Charmings, or the Charmsteins as we call ourselves because we're Jewish, sometimes have other plans, but the plans aren't, in this particular situation, necessarily wholesome. And the only other time we've seen Snow White go dark, she was cursed. And I will say that this dark secret is based on free will.
Oh.
That pesky free will again. Always such a plague in fairy tales. We should take a look at a clip, right?
Take a look.
Okay, so in this scene, Snow White and Prince Charming come face to face with the trio of darkness, right?
Yes.
So it's Maleficent, Cruella de Vil,
and Ursula.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Juicy.
Oh, it's so juicy. Take a look at Ginnifer Goodwin in Once Upon a Time.
Show yourself.
No one's hiding. I was afraid you wouldn't recognize me. Have you met my associates? Cruella and Ursula.
What do you want with us?
Relax, dear prince. We're not here to fight. We're here to make a deal.
Oh my gosh.
And also, you're going to be the voice of Animal Fairy Fawn.
Yes.
For Disney's new animated film, Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast on DVD.
Oh my
They
gosh.
drew her to look like you.
There's nothing like being
Did you
animated by
like doing the
Disney.
voice? Do you like doing that?
Honestly, if I just did that from now on, I'd be fine. Like, it's the
best job
Oh
ever.
my gosh, it's so liberating. I mean, I'm literally just hopping around like a sound booth making, as you will see, animal noises.
And you can wear whatever you want.
Oh yeah, when I was actually super duper pregnant, I mean, I recorded this for 3 years. When I was super pregnant, they'd asked about my coming in for a session. And I really was keen to get out of the house, but I was like on semi-bed rest. And I was like, please let me come in, please let me come in. And I got to work, and they had set up for me a Tinkerbell bed in the sound booth covered in Disney stuffed animals. And I like lay there and lay there with my microphone. That's a good job.
That's a really good job.
Nice job. It's pretty dreamy.
Make
We're
sure.
all dance with Disney stuffed animal devils.
Make sure you check out Ginnifer Goodwin Once Upon a Time here Sunday nights at 8 p.m. on ABC. We don't have any fancy stuff. Ginnifer Goodwin, everybody.
All right, coming up next, Rich can perform for us here.